Alright guys, we're back. Market video analytics. What a move we had here on the S&P 500. I mean, obviously, the market is in turmoil. We got heavy negative sentiment all across board. I'm talking about the stock market, of course, Wall Street, and more specifically speaking, the S&P 500. But on a personal level, I have to say, I've done pretty well. If you remember, I actually established this bearish position and bearish conviction about 10 days ago when I saw price crossing below the strong key level, very important mid-high key level 2791, which was my trigger. And at first things went not so good, right? I mean, price actually went up for a few days. It crossed back above the 2791. But I was ready to wait to the end of the week. I was ready to see whether there's going to be a confirmation from the weekly close, and there wasn't, right? The weekly went back, just left here a little bit of a spike, and game was on. And I actually went on to increase the position on the downside, aiming at one particular key level, the 2612. Remember this one, I'm sure you do. And take a look at this amazing touchdown here, just on that level. But basically I closed most of the position. I decided to leave a tiny part of the position still in because I suspect that price is not going to be satisfied with this 2612. I mean, that's a big one, no doubt. It could go into an upside correction. It could be a deep upside correction, but it could also just temporarily hold price, and the next day or two price will try to engage again with that level and maybe even break it. Here's why I believe eventually price will break that level and reach the 2533. So I left a small portion of the position to try to chase the previous major low. Let's take a look at that. Here's the big picture. This is the weekly chart, and you can see the trading range, right? Basically what we have here is two legs. We had here two legs, and right now officially we're closing the third leg, right? So everything between 2612 and the previous major high, as you can see, 2534 roughly, this range is more risky, right? This is more risky. This is kind of the it's like the twilight zone, I would say. So this is why I'm keeping my position very small at this point. Obviously, I've made very well up until now, and right now I don't want to risk that profit that I was able to lock in. So I'm going to take it very cautious from this point on. If price, let me go back again to the daily chart. If price is going to reverse and start to move strongly to the upside, I'm going to be pulling the trigger and getting out of that position and looking for opportunity somewhere else. It's not going to be worthwhile to try to chase the last stretch here under high risk, obviously. So we'll see how that goes, but there you go. I mean, the downside move may end here, and it was a very strong move on the downside, no doubt. We'll see how things will unfold from this point on. I'll be here to keep you posted. See you in the next video.